you ever call a friend just for a chat? Well, if you do, then you're in good company. Today we'll be taking a closer look at the nuances of everyday interactions that make up the monotony of life. Let's take a moment to think about how many different types of bags there are in the world. Satchel, tote, duffel. grab your knitting needles and a blanket because it's time for three old friends to sit around and sew a new patch into their quilt of friendship. So join me, Dion, under the covers with Christian.
Welcome to Patchwork.
And Josh.
Welcome to Patchwork.
Now, Dion, before we get started, I would like to tell you about a moment that Josh and I shared a few weeks ago. So, it's been a while since we recorded Welcome to Patchwork, and as we do every probably month or two, we all
sew
get
a
very
new patch into our quilt of friendship.
we all get very depressed, and we need some time off. And it kind of cycles around the three of us. And at this particular time, we're all having a particularly bad time.
Yeah.
So you decided to exclude me from your plans?
No. Well, you were having a really bad time.
That's very true. Anyway, yes,
Yep.
go on.
And anyway, Josh, we went for a hike at Plenty.
That's a strong word.
Hang on.
Josh doesn't go for hikes.
We went to Plenty Gorge, and we went on the marked trail.
Mm-hmm.
Not
and
hike.
it
Keep going.
okay. It's a bushwalk.
Great.
Okay. We went on a bushwalk. Josh, would you classify it as a bushwalk?
Sure.
Were there
Let's
kangaroos
let's
on the
call it
walk?
that.
Were there big hills, rocks?
Well, I'll
Any
use the
There's
words.
Plenty Gorge.
The words. I would imagine this. Do you want to go for a walk
But
at Plenty Gorge?
Wait,
Okay.
That's
Okay,
what you say to a
fine.
dog.
let's
Do you want
say
to go for a walk?
Let's
At
say
Plenty
that
Gorge and the tail goes faster.
do you want to go for
Go on, get in the CAR.
Anyway, Josh and I went for a HIKE. We went for a bushwalk, right?
Yeah.
The thing, Dion, that I saw when I arrived was Josh got out of his car
Yep.
with a fucking t-shirt and jeans on.
I just don't know.
You know what I saw when I got out of my car?
What?
Him in his sports top and his little sporty shorts.
Yeah.
I was confused too.
Wait, you were confused about what I was wearing?
I was like, you're very dressed up. We go for a
Wait,
run.
wait.
We go for a marathon.
Why wouldn't you do what Christian did?
Because it was a cold day.
I was wearing activewear.
Yes. I don't own
To be
activewear.
activewear.
I was active enough.
To be activewear.
He does that. You don't own activewear.
Well, I thought about this afterwards because he was so shocked. And then I was like, what am I meant to wear? Shorts? It's too cold to wear shorts.
What is activewear in your opinion?
Elasticated pants, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
just
polyester.
polyester.
Synthetic, right? Moisture wicking.
Yeah. Whereas
John Moisture.
whereas your jeans, I'm assuming the problem you
Well,
had with that.
this is
the
the
thick
thing that
cotton.
annoyed me is it wasn't
is
like
good.
Josh doesn't wear elastane jeans. He wears rigid denim. Like he's got the body for rigid denim, and
Richard Denham the third.
and it looks great on him. But
Thanks,
I think
mate.
I was more annoyed.
Why does he have to say that?
Because it makes me feel good.
My bad.
But I think I'm projecting jealousy because we did this whole walk. I'm in activewear.
Yeah.
Josh, you admittedly do not exercise.
Yeah.
He didn't even strike up a sweat.
It was a nice walk.
You weren't even puffing. There were hills.
We didn't do that much. Did
There
we?
were hills,
Oh, God.
right? And I do a moderate level of exercise. I was sweating. It was I wouldn't say a difficult walk, but there were moments that were strenuous. It was as if Josh had just walked to bring the bins out.
I'm more interested in, Josh, when you were getting ready, did you have options that you cycled through?
No,
in the
so
morning?
what it was, because I was like, we're going to go for a walk at Plenty Gorge. I thought it was like some sort of maybe boardwalk situation or something, or
Okay.
just like walk around the lake kind of thing.
Boardwalk?
Look, I looked up a
What are we, Indiana Jones?
So I think it might, like those kind of walks, I'm like, yeah, I'll just wear what I would wear. I don't think it was a particularly active activity.
But that's the same thing you'd wear to walk around a city.
Yeah. But I don't see a huge difference in that. It's like you're just walking around.
So if you went for a hike, let's say properly, hey, let's all go to Wilson's prom, we're going to go on a big hike. What are you wearing?
Yeah, I'd actually end up in the jeans. I was just thinking about this now. I'm
What?
like,
Unbelievable.
You go to Wilson's prom in jeans?
Unbelievable.
Is that because you
I
don't
would
have an
probably wear,
alternative?
if it was like, it'd probably be shorts, I think. It would be some sort of short, maybe some denim shorts.
Would you be worried about the cold?
Yeah,
Denim shorts.
I think the cold would be the thing.
What's he doing?
What? Why are you wearing denim?
You could buy a pair of shorts. Just go buy.
I've
What
got-
about your netball gear?
Yeah.
Wear
I
a
can wear that. Oh, I haven't heard that joke before. That's a good one. Give me that. That's so good. Oh, that's so good.
What was the joke? I didn't even hear it.
I said, why do you wear your netball gear? Wear a skirt.
It's a classic gag that I've never heard before.
I think the thing that's funny about it, honestly, is you in a skirt. I think you would look. I think
Oh,
you
really?
got-
I didn't get it.
I think you got good pins.
Yeah, you have nice legs.
No, I mean you would look good in a skirt.
Yeah.
Cheers, thanks. I'm getting a lot of compliments
I
today.
am really looking forward to. So my family and I. Before you go on, we're going to Fiji in a few weeks. It's
Ooh.
like
And
a
you're
family
all
trip.
wearing skirts.
I'm really looking forward to buying
Oh,
a
yeah.
sarong. I have been waiting for years
Jacob.
to get a
Comfortable.
nice Caleb.
Caleb sarong.
Football player?
yeah.
Yeah.
We're making fun of people in skirts, and let's just take this back a bit. I would love to introduce sarongs into
On holiday,
men's fashion here.
The comfortableness, the
But
breeziness in
even
a
to
hot,
bring
in
it
a hot
here,
climate.
even to bring it here,
Maybe summer.
I wanna wear
You can.
sarongs.
Why don't you bring it here?
Well, it's such a bold statement, right? And I'm not normally a statement maker with fashion.
Would you wear it around the house?
Absolutely.
I think-
I'm not sure how, because I think it would be embarrassing if I don't do the sarong up, right? I'm very bad with doing up towels. Every time I do up a towel and walk around,
Might pull a
it-
Janet Jackson wardrobe
Yeah.
malfunction.
Yeah. Are you good at doing up a towel?
No idea.
Come on. Are you serious?
Hang on, do you have a method?
honestly, I do them up, and
Wait, okay. When you say you do up a towel, what happens?
Oh, Christ.
so I'll like walk around, and then maybe after, let's say 40 steps, the towel just gradually
But I'm saying
unfurls.
when you tie it,
Yeah.
what are you doing? What's your technique?
Oh, this is too hard. How do I like tuck it into itself essentially? Like wrap it around nice and tight
I don't
and
think
tuck it, fold it into itself.
Yeah.
do
okay.
you know what to do?
What do you think? I just close it.
I don't know. Like the way you're saying it comes out so easily.
No,
Yeah.
I understand what that means. It's an open bit of material.
Actually, how-
I'm used to
hang
wearing
on.
zips,
The
things with
bigger-
zips and buttons.
The bigger
Yeah.
question is
Where's the zip and button on a towel?
Thanks, Dion.
zip and button.
Yeah, that'd hurt
One-
though to dry yourself.
One button.
No.
One button.
Hang on.
One
Why?
button.
How much?
know that
I know.
reference.
How much of the day are you spending walking around in the towel? For me, it's a bathroom to room kind
You
of
don't keep
deal.
the towel on for a while.
No, he's presumably wanting to keep it on for ages.
for ages.
Why?
I want to wear sarongs.
But what are you doing?
Anything.
So you have
Cooking?
your shower. Come on. You
No,
have
no,
your
I think I get
shower.
it. I think I get
Hang
it.
on, you have your shower.
If-
You'll wrap it around your waist
Okay.
and you'll do stuff.
Let me put it to you this
Why
way.
wouldn't you do stuff?
If
because
the,
I'm not dressed.
if the towel stayed on, I wouldn't take it off.
I know what you mean. You know
if
what?
the glove fits.
I think I know why. Because I think for you, if you need to get dressed, that means you're going out and you have to do stuff, or you're having to go to work. And for you, if you're in a towel, there's nothing you can do productive in a towel. Well, especially now because it's always dropping off every couple of seconds.
No. Well, I know. I just like.
no, I've told you why.
No, I like towel as a item of clothing of choice.
Yeah, it's the sarong.
Yeah, that's why I would like to bring the song back. Sorry, deviated from the point. Josh,
No, I'm more interested in this.
you're wearing you're wearing jeans.
Yeah. I think that's just what I have because I've never owned any skins or those same sort of things.
Yeah, skins.
The
What do you
long
reckon, Dion?
Skims?
Have you owned
'Cause I was
skins?
thinking
you know
about-
they're men's tights?
Yeah, I own them. I used to do athletics when I was younger. And I-
compression tights.
Compression tights. I used
Yep.
to really like them, but I was always one time I didn't wear like running shorts over the top of them. People were like, oh God, don't show us your package. I would love to be able to wear tights confidently without wanting to make
think you
people
can.
uncomfortable.
I think you can.
What do you think? What are you saying about me?
No, I'm just. I don't know. Maybe wear tighter underwear. Or
Do you
something.
reckon?
Tighter? Oh, you want to hide the bulge? I think.
Yeah,
Dion,
That's
you're
literally
saying.
the problem he was talking about.
No, it's
no,
making other
Dion-
people feel
Dion-
that's
uncomfortable.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, but I don't think a smaller bulge will make people less
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Hang on, wait. A smaller bulge. No. But you either
Smooth
have
out all the edges.
you either have no bulge whatsoever, so someone glances and they're like, "That's a choice to go no bulge,"
or you go the full Madonna.
or you then work up a proper bulge. You buy skins that enhance the bulge, I guess.
My collection shows David was very comfortable in his own marble.
But I think I was thinking about what I would wear, and I came to the conclusion of like, well, I don't own those, so I would just wear my jeans.
Would you like to see Michelangelo's David with
Jeans.
tights on?
That's someone's done that as an artwork, right?
Yeah, I reckon.
2025.
See, this is the
David.
thing.
Hey, why wouldn't you?
Give me a minute on ChatGPT. I'll have it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love you to do that for me.
Yeah. Okay.
just to wrap up on the jeans thing.
Yep.
I didn't feel it impeded me in that walk we went on at all.
It
So
didn't
I
look
feel
like you were
vindicated
impeded. Yeah.
by my decision. I didn't feel like, wow, my legs are getting sweaty. God, I can't move properly.
Yeah.
They're not like baggy jeans, but they're not slim jeans. They're kind of like a comfortable fit. So it's easy to walk in them.
Rounding it out, were you guys comfortable with the amount of water that you took on the
Zero
walk?
water.
Zero
Didn't do
water. Yeah.
You
And
took
that maybe
You guys are
qualifies it less as a hike and more of a long walk.
Yeah.
Were you at the end? Why didn't you take water?
I did. I brought it in the car. He didn't. I've never seen Josh drink water before.
It's in the car.
Yeah, but I've never
Have
seen
you-
him sip water.
Have you never drunk water before?
In fact, I've never
Drunk
seen
what?
you drink, Josh.
Just air in this can.
I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
Christian. I was on the tram the other day. I was looking around, and I noticed all of these very distinct bags on the tram, and I started tallying up how many different bags there were on the tram, and there were like 15 that all had different names. And I don't know if this is a product of like consumerism or a product of people thinking that they need something for each fucking individual situation in life.
You don't mean brand name.
I mean the types of
Yeah,
bag.
okay.
I mean duffel. I mean backpack. I mean tote.
You've rattled off the same three
Shoe bag.
twice in the show.
I know. I couldn't.
And you talk
I
about
know.
15
And
types
did
of
you hear my
bags.
fourth one?
What was-
Shoe bag.
Shoe bag.
I didn't see one on the tram.
Isn't he a composer?
I think after you said that, I'm like, duffel is a ridiculous
Thank
name for a
you.
bag.
Yeah,
Duffel is so dumb.
But duffel's a sports bag, right?
Silly duffel.
Yeah. But there's so many different types of bags.
Actually, you're right. It's a sports bag. It should have an in-serious name. It's like, come on, it's duffel. Yeah, it's a sports bag. It'd be a bit cheeky, a bit silly. Go on.
Suitcase, is that a bag?
Ooh, it's very fancy.
Yeah, it's all a bag. Clutch.
Okay.
That's how I feel when someone has a clutch.
Fanny.
Yeah.
Is fanny the same as bum?
Yeah, fanny and bum.
Oh, bum
Fanny
bag.
pack, bum bag.
Yep. Okay.
But one goes at the. It's a bum bag turns into a fanny bag if it goes to the front.
No, I think they're both I don't know if it...
No, well, in English it's something, right? In English, your fanny is your bum. Is that right?
Oh, I wouldn't be
As
coarse.
in,
I'd be coarse
in
about
the
it.
UK?
I think so, something like that.
Yeah.
We don't want to turn people off.
I don't.
Maybe
think,
that's the wrong-
I don't think you wear them with the zip at the back at all.
Absolutely
But
not. No.
but Josh, you're one of the people I'd say in my life are closest to your bag, your backpack.
Yeah,
You had a backpack for a long
it's
time.
really nice.
Why do you have a backpack? Why do you carry it everywhere? Because also, where the fuck was the backpack on the walk? Or did you bring
In
it
the
on
bag, in the car, It's
in the car?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you didn't think you needed it on the walk.
No. But it came on the trip in case I needed something in it.
So if you're going for a half-hour walk down the street, you taking your backpack?
Often because I've been burnt in the past. Here's a good example. I went to the dentist this morning. Took my backpack.
to the dentist.
What'd you have in your
Wait,
backpack?
it was in the car?
No, I got public transport to the dentist and I took my
Okay.
bag.
I mean, it
I'm in
begs,
shock.
It begs the question. Well, but the thing is that I would
I got
like
my teeth. Can you put these back in, please? We don't really do that, but all right.
I would like to be the type of person who brings a bag with him everywhere.
Yeah.
I admire that
Do you want
quality
me to tell
about
you why?
Sure.
I think I
mean,
know why.
I'd like to just finish my sentence.
Yeah.
But no, Josh, you go. Tell
Oh
us
my
why.
god, this is.
Do you want anything from you to say?
No, I want Christian to
All
finish
right,
the
go,
sentence.
Go.
No, go.
No.
No.
I'm giving up to make
No,
you feel worse.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
No.
it is. Mission accomplished. You've done it.
I had nothing else to say. I just wanted you to feel bad.
Feel bag.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So the reason I take
Fill up the bag.
the reason I take my bag everywhere is it is a fail-safe, everything I need always in the bag.
Yeah.
I don't unpack the bag very often.
Oh.
So there's always like my charger. There's always cables in there. There's
Yep.
Panadol. There's tissues. There's
Panadol.
pens. There's notepad. Always lives in the bag.
Josh, do you want to get your bag?
Yeah.
Let's get baggy with Josh.
Well-
Well, I've got
well-
my bag here.
Can I just say what I liked about Josh's old backpack was that it was worn to it was threading. Like you had
I
really,
really-
used it over the years.
Yeah, it really, really finished. I really saw it through.
And this new backpack, gorgeous, very For those not watching at home, Josh, I'm going to.
Oh.
Can you hold up to the
A
camera?
bit of personality on Josh's bag. He's got some pins. I've never ever thought of putting pins on my bag.
All
Oh, what great pins.
Josh,
What's that one
Josh,
on the
hang
right?
Josh is holding up his backpack.
So that's the big backpack, big black backpack.
It's like something that you'd expect someone carrying around in the military.
Yeah, that's actually part of the design. I believe you gave my girlfriend instructions on this bag, which is very kind of you.
You what
Some
you wanted.
tips, some tips.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Lots
lot
of
of
compartments.
compartments, a lot
Yeah.
of kind of things. Got my pins on the front. Just designates my bag. Got a blood donation pin, Comedy Fest pin, and the fact I work at local government election 2024. That's it.
What a great
Anyway,
pin.
so stuff that's in here. I've got drink bottle lives in there most of the time. We've got the power pack lives in there.
We've really turned into something else, haven't
The
we?
notepads,
Scraping the bottom of a bag.
tables.
Literally. Let's talk about the crumbs in
If it's the
patch
first-
145.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
the
what?
first
I actually
episode
don't-
anyone's listened to. They're like, and then they just named the things in Josh's bag.
I actually know everything that's in here already. As I'm going through it, I'm like, there's pens in the front, there's tissues in the front, there's
Really?
Panadol up the top in this thing.
On the
and
top?
So, anyway, the point is, I can just take that and I know at least I'll have it. And
Yes.
if there's like a random trip to the grocery store or something,
Yep.
it's a big bag, I can put stuff in it.
Is there a second bag in there? A canvas bag?
No, I don't keep that in there, just that. But it's like, it just takes that weight off thinking about it. I'm like, just always take it. I don't need to.
Okay, so my bag, I've just got my bag and my backpack. See on the YouTube on the stream.
Beautiful.
I've got in the front one AAA battery, one Listerine pocket strips. Bought my first pack in 15 years.
Do they still sell them?
They're still
They
selling
still
Listerine
sell them.
pocket strips.
Ready to go.
Okay.
Ready to go. I've got a computer charger.
Yep.
It's all a bit dull. I've got a used napkin.
You've just got like one giant pocket.
Yeah, I've got a. Oh, this might be where my glasses are. Yep, been looking for them. I got my keys, and then what do you think of this?
Oh, snack.
A protein bar.
So
good.
does that stay in there?
It stays in there.
That's
How
good.
often? When was the last time you had the bar in the bag?
Well, I don't remember it was there, so I imagine it's a while
you
ago.
got a second
And then
one.
a second one. Can you pronounce that for me, Josh? Musashi.
Musashi.
I'm curious
You
as to
completely
why you've gone with the protein bar as opposed to a regular muesli bar.
Because I'm
More
hungry,
filling.
more filling. I want to. If I'm hungry, I want to. I mean, why do protein
but
bars exist?
Presumably, you just want it as a snack, right? I'm so hungry, I just need a quick tie me over snack.
But would you think would a muesli bar do that for you?
What make you feel slightly less hungry?
Yeah. No, but like sufficiently.
You should be applauding the protein bar. It's like, get me the biggest bang for buck in the smallest package.
And what
I
about
can't
the
even
triple?
remember the last time you had it.
Hang on. What about the AAA battery?
So
One.
are you unpacking and repacking that bag all the time? Or does it like have a status quo that exists for that bag? Like mine?
Stuff just moves in and out of it, and I don't know. This is the. It's so embarrassing. It's a bag that exists that I take somewhere.
Do
and sometimes
you like your bag?
No, and I don't like how I deal with my bag.
And what are the things that you would rather have? Have you ever
It's
used
got one
a bag?
compartment.
Okay, that sucks.
It's murder.
Do
Okay,
you have a
here it is,
bag, like
yeah.
an ideal bag that you've used in the past, or you could design for yourself? You're like, this would tick so many boxes.
Yes, 100%. On the top, it would have a built-in hard case sunglasses case
Oh,
for maybe 2 pairs of glasses in there. Just the top, little zip,
Yep.
boom. Anyway, it exists. I would have the laptop thing, really, really easy to access. Although I reckon the laptop compartment of a bag, it's always one of the features that's talked up in a backpack.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
You don't reckon?
Doesn't need to be. There we go. They've got you.
What?
No, no.
Yeah.
Big
Padded
back.
sleeve for
But
my
why do you need
laptop.
but it's made out. The laptop's made out of aluminium.
Sorry. More protection
Yeah,
for
but-
the thing that cost me like $2,000.
No, but it doesn't need to be. I love your face now. You're just observing. Josh is a great observing face. But how much padding do you don't need it to be.
Any padding is a
padding's
good
fine.
sell.
But I don't think
No
that should
padding
be,
is dangerous.
What are your top 3 things you look
Dion,
for in a bag
it
then?
keeps me laptop separate from my drink bottle.
Why is your drink? No, I want your drink bottles.
I hate my laptop getting scuffed by anything.
hang on. Do you have a case on your laptop when it goes in your bag?
Nah, it goes in the laptop sleeve.
Oh, that's huge.
But you don't want a drink bottle holder in your bag. Or it just goes in your
Hang
bag.
on,
like
Dion,
a
I'm
madman.
too scared about
hang
the
on.
drink bottle falling out.
How about you, Dion? Dion, does your laptop go in a case in the bag?
No, straight in
Oh,
the bag.
wow.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the only one.
You don't need laptop sleeves anymore.
I have a case for mine.
Big laptop sleeve is not happening anymore.
It's gone.
Would
it
you
goes...
consider not using yours in a laptop sleeve?
No, because I like it. I'm happy to have it in that. It feels too exposed to just go in the laptop bit
Actually,
of the bag.
laptop sleeves are a blast in the past. At work yesterday, I was using my mouse on my table at work.
Ancient technology, the mouse.
Real loud.
What the mouse was?
I need a mouse pad.
It's supposed to kill it first.
Oh, that is so bad.
It's pretty bad.
I hate that.
I thought you were going to say,
I absolutely hate myself.
That's so shit. And
God.
we're doing this live as well, so you're not gonna fucking edit that shit out, are you? But anyway, I got to buy a mouse pad. That feels weird because I remember in the world there was a big fucking surplus of mouse pads in the world.
branded mouse pads.
Branded mouse pads. What did it have? Lipitor.
What?
Cholesterol in the cholesterol thing.
That was your one.
Yeah, well, my dad was a doctor, so we had all of
Great.
these.
Oh,
we had like
merch.
all of the merch.
We
all
had a lot
the-
of stress balls, a lot of pens.
Oh,
Totally.
yeah.
Still do.
Yeah, conferences.
Yeah, my dad
Far
has
out.
a shoebox
Pen as a syringe?
of pens.
Pen as a syringe?
Pen as a
on.
syringe. Pen
Have
as
you
a syringe.
have you ever been to a conference for your job?
Yeah, going to a few
You
this
have?
year actually
For your job?
for my job. Going to one in Perth.
Hey,
Incredible.
that'll be fun.
That is such an 80s, 90s job for me.
To go to a conference.
It's like, oh, dad or my uncle is flying out to, he's got a conference in San Francisco.
No. You know what the best thing is? If you can take, have you ever taken a client out for dinner? I've never
Oh.
done
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'd
yeah.
love to do that.
Oh, really?
I'd love to
Yeah.
do that.
Well, we used
Wine
to
and
at
dine?
where we used to work, Josh.
Wine and dine
It
them?
was more lunches, but once a dinner.
Once a dinner, always a
Client.
And so what's your appeal of that, Dion?
the wine and dine.
Yeah, what
the
makes
bill,
you
the
be
bill
like-
being on work.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Yeah.
the best thing about it.
Do you get
Yeah.
greedy? Do you get greedy in that meal?
Which is a very 80s thing as well.
Absolutely.
80s,
I don't-
90s thing.
I don't care about the client.
The company credit card,
Yeah.
the flying to the location
I remember
for your
once
conference.
it was for the World Seed Congress. Anyway, the business I used to work, I helped organize
Shocking name.
I helped organize a function for them in Brisbane. And so I had to book I had the hotel for all the people to come, all the farmers around. And I'm in my mode of like
Oh, it's literal seeds.
the kind of place I would stay in to be like, well, I don't want to spend too much.
Yeah.
$130.
I
That's a lot. That's a
know.
lot. But the Ibis, Ibis is a good establishment.
Yeah.
And then
Good bird as well.
and so I gave them all these options, and then like there was one that was like $200+ a night or something. And like without batting an eye, like, yeah, just get that one. It's the
Yeah,
nicest
it's
one.
Oh,
and I was like,
wow.
oh, great. And then like, and then they were like charging stuff to their room order. So we were checking out. They had these massive bills. It's like, what? And I was like, I didn't get anything.
Nothing more variable than a corporate rate. It's
Yeah.
either a really good deal or it's shocking.
Yeah.
And some of those corporate rates, $320 a night, it's disgusting.
But have we lost that essence of perks in our jobs? Like, have we come so far into the end times of capitalism that now it's just be happy that you get paid?
Here's a
You're happy that you get paid.
Yeah.
happy to say this at my job. They cover an annual Mikey public transport card. They cover 50% of it.
That's cool.
That is
How's
pretty good.
Encourage you to get in the tram, get
That's
to work,
great.
work
Okay,
more.
but are they
Work-
flying you to Perth?
Yeah. That's all.
That's pretty
included.
good too. Are they putting
I-
you up?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
it's okay to have the arrangement that is for the work I do. This is what I get paid. You don't need perk. If you want a perk, don't scrap the perk. Pay me more money at my salary.
That's a good point.
Would you do? You'd do that. Obviously, you'd do that, right?
Like, scrap the
Perks at
perk.
work always feel like,
Work perk.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a necessary thing.
Agreed.
I'm like, it's trying to like put some sugar on the top of this. Here's a bit of a shit sandwich, but don't worry, you get these perks here and there.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if that covers
Yeah,
it.
because not everyone takes up the perk.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Agreed. So moving on to our next point.
God.
What, rough transition.
Shocking.
It was great. It was good, and you ruined it. Far out.
Oh, I just thought of my patch.
What? My rough transition.
No, it was completely unrelated, but it's really fucking good.
Yeah, all right. So
Christian.
recently,
Fuck, this is good.
I received a phone call from a friend, and I answered the phone how I always do, which is, "Hello, Christian speaking." And then the next time, I like kind of reflected on that moment. I was like, Why do you answer the phone and say your name when you know the person? Like, you see the phone, I see the picture come up and their name.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so the next time, and I'm just going to use your name for now, with a friend, I was like, "G'day, Dino."
Yep.
And there was this weird moment where I'd kind of broken that rhythm that happens at the start of the phone call where
you
the
fucked
person calling sets the tone. You go, "Hello, Christian speaking." They go, "G'day, mate. How you going?" And you let them kind of
Yeah, that's a
drive
really
the
good
beats.
point.
Because with your
That's a
good
really good
friends, the rhythm of a phone call should be pretty clear by now, shouldn't it? You should be
Yeah.
able to call a friend and know how the thing's going to pan
But that's your point, though. The fact that the person making the call, they have the context.
Yeah.
The person receiving the call has no context.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
maybe our instinct to answer neutrally is the right instinct. Because I do it.
Yeah.
Whether it's someone I know or some random, it'll be the same. Hello, this is Josh. Like, I don't know why.
Wait, so you actually say this is Josh? If I call you, you say this is Josh? No, that makes no sense.
For a lot of people, I still would.
Yeah.
Maybe like you guys not, but like a lot of friends, absolutely I would.
That's such a blast from the past.
But it's weird. You're right.
Yeah,
though.
Chaplin
You-
film,
It-
but
it's
with sound.
It's essentially saying the ball's in your court. It's like, I've answered the phone and I'm available. You dictate what's going on.
Are you going to hit me with a what's up?
Yeah. but that's, because we should be answering with a "what's up," right?
Yeah, when you know who it is, you're like, hey man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Where are you at with your life with unknown numbers? Where are you at? Because it's different. Like, you know what I mean by where you're at.
Well, no, I do. And
okay, I'm just checking.
there's a number that calls every day. The same number. It's a 9208. There's some number every day it calls,
Yeah.
and every day I don't pick up, and every day they don't leave a voicemail.
And every day you don't block that number.
Yeah, but that's such a good point. Such a good point.
Wait, what?
I guess there's a part of me that thinks one day
It might be something
they'll
serious.
finally leave the voice
That's Lotto.
message and be like,
You've just won
hey.
$250,000.
I'm not joking. But one day they'll be like, "Hey, you still haven't picked up your car," or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Something there. It's like you forgot your charger. We've been trying to call you for weeks.
Have you ever blocked a number?
No, and that.
What's weirder,
isn't
me
that-
not having used the snooze button?
I don't
Or
think I've
you-
ever blocked a number.
Oh,
Can I just say?
What is going on?
Can I just say? I think as an Android user, and I will trumpet that horn. The amount
so
of,
you should.
The amount of spams blocking they do
Yep,
is
so you should.
remarkable because people talk about this stuff.
Yep.
Barely ever an SMS gets through. A
Yep.
call pretty much never gets through.
Yeah.
It's so rare for me.
And what about notifications?
Complete control.
But so why haven't you ever blocked a number?
I
or
haven't
reported
needed
a number?
to. I haven't
Oh,
needed
okay,
to.
but you have.
no!
You use an
no,
iPhone?
I've done the
I've
reporting
probably
in
done-
Telegram and WhatsApp and
Yeah,
all
I
that
report.
stuff.
I
I've
report
done
that
it in chat
stuff.
first.
Yeah, that is so. It's the opposite approach to me.
Yeah. So when I get
this?
like spam people messaging me on Telegram, I engage in a conversation with them and I have a lot of fun with it. And I think most of the time it's really funny, and I usually share the screenshots, and it's really good.
But is any part of you like, I'm going to waste their time a bit here?
Yeah, but I still don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
usually a lady, attractive lady that's like
Well,
blurred.
that's the photo.
Image is
That's
attractive lady.
yeah. So that's not her. Oh no. I find that very, very confusing. But the point I'm at with unknown numbers
yeah.
is that for my work, I work with schools, so I'll get unknown number calls a lot. So
Yeah.
I have to answer these things. And it's a complete mixed bag. You never know what you're gonna get.
Oh,
Could be a really
God.
important call. And I don't. And for a work call, I want to say hi, Dion
Yeah, of
speaking.
course.
But for an unknown number, I don't want them to capture my voice because AI and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's a consideration of yours now.
It's a consideration now.
God,
You
I
say
don't
a few
think
words,
of that at all.
Say a few words, and they can
Pick
use
up the
it.
phone. You say your
Authentication.
name, your
So how
birthday.
should you be-
Yeah.
No, my first dog. No.
Hello, Goldberg. Oh no, that's my mother's maiden name.
I think that with the spam calls and whatnot, the number you don't recognize, and this happened to my girlfriend the other day. I was like, if it's important enough, they'll just leave a message, and then you call them back. If you're really not sure what it is, if they want to get onto you, they will leave a
God,
message.
Do you bel-
that is the strangest system now that we have.
Yeah.
Someone calls you on the phone and they almost expect, I expect that
hang
the
on.
person won't answer.
Hang on. What was the first, aside from, this could be dumb, aside from human to human talking, what was the first mode of communication? There's talking, there's drawings.
Like pointing.
There's pointing.
Like a grunting? Are you saying the evolution of speech?
Yeah. I'm just trying to work out how much have we departed from. Is that how we want to do the rest of the show?
Really good.
Is that what you're trying to work out?
No, I'm trying to
Where
work
did
out
we
how
start?
much. Yeah, how much have we departed from the original form of communication that we used to have? Like you're saying that leaving a voicemail message is weird. Is it that weird? What's the ancient voicemail message?
Well, no, but like it was only person. Like you had to be right there. So the fact that you have communication over distance in and of itself or time delayed
Right.
probably is still quite separate.
yeah, so it's fucking with us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Our
man.
brains can't handle this.
Yeah,
What-
absolutely.
what's a post-text world look like? Are we just going to be texting till we die?
Well, texting has taken over communication, right? Like,
It's awful.
I'm texting you guys both more than I speak to you in person.
Yeah.
That's not good. But letters. Was there a
But-
point
but
where
the-
people were doing letters more than speaking to people?
Nah.
What a stupid point,
the
Dion.
hardest part of all of this for me, and I've probably made this point on Patchwork before, but we are
Well, why are you
locked
saying
in.
it?
We are locked into these everlasting gobstopper conversations.
Yeah.
They are forever. And once you are added to a thread, that's it.
You must
You are
never leave.
engaged in a never-ending conversation with that group of people.
You know what it
and
is?
there's how many threads? Fucking
You know,
40.
you know what it
50.
is? A group chat is like one of those stews that they keep
Yes,
adding stuff
it's
in
the mu-
and
yes.
Oh, yeah.
serving from
That's
it,
true.
and it never empties.
Yep, absolutely. It's the starter that
Yeah.
they've kept from France in the 1740s.
Just keeps going.
Has a
A
taste.
sourdough starter.
Oh, it doesn't taste good.
Nah, speaks too much.
But you raised an interesting point, like the amount of communication we do via text, and clearly tone doesn't. We've talked about this a lot. The exact messaging you want to get across doesn't always work. And you think about when you sit down with a friend and actually have a phone conversation, it's great.
But you don't do phone calls just for pure pleasure, do you?
No, and I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
The only time I really do is when I've been sick, and I had COVID recently. And just to catch up with a girlfriend, I was like, this is nice. I'm going to have a conversation on the phone.
Do you have moments of silence when you're on a phone call?
I remember having them as a teenager. Now you talk about it.
Yeah.
As a
Like,
teenager?
yeah, like talking to your crush or whatever, and you just be on the phone with them
Yeah.
for ages.
God,
Oh.
that has
Right?
honestly brought back memories of like my first earliest relationship
Yeah.
and having just like silence for 5 minutes.
Yeah. You're
right?
just on
And then
the phone
eventually
with
it's
them.
like
I'm trying to remember.
a new thought pops up.
Either I didn't have a
So
phone,
strange.
I didn't
Yeah.
have a crush, or I was good at keeping a conversation going.
Yeah,
One of
mine
those
is-
three things is
but the
true.
thing is, the pressure wasn't there to keep talking. That
Yeah.
it didn't
It
feel
was about
like
the
that.
company.
It was about the company.
Company.
But it's so interesting that when you said that, it occurred to me. I was like, it didn't feel like if you're on a date with someone or whatever. You're like, oh my god, it's drying. What do we? It's like it just felt really natural and normal.
That has
Do you reckon it wasn't anxiety producing those
Not my memory of
that,
it, no.
That
Those are the days.
reframing has almost flipped my entire anxiety about being silent in a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
Because if you're focusing on it being about the company rather than the content, it changes it entirely.
It's great.
Holy shit.
And that's why we catch up here every little while, don't we, boys? It's
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
company.
But we-
So for the next 10 minutes of this podcast, it's just going to be silence.
There is, I can't do it. I was like, fuck no, baby, I'm in. Got something else. There is also another unknown number that calls me that when I see it flash up, I love it. It is this lady who speaks really quickly in Mandarin with this soft piano playing in the background. What? It's obviously like a pre-recorded tape, and I'm not sure whether...
You reckon it's not live, is it? She's not doing a live concert for you every time? So funny.
That'd be stuff.
It's so strange.
So
what
but
is
I
this?
I love it. I love her intonation. I love the tune. I'm not sure what she's spruiking.
Could we do we do that game, the Sounds Like game? Like to do it with that sometime.
You know what you need to do? You need
mean,
you
risky.
need to record it next time so you can figure out what she's saying.
That's a good point. God,
And
I
what
and
she-
run
really
it through
love
a
it.
translator.
And what she's playing and where she's playing it live at.
Yeah. I'm just imagining her with the phone cradle on her shoulder, just hello. Da, 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 da.
But I think that over time, I've actually become very good at hanging up on people that call for surveys, spam calls, especially when they're friendly people. Like I'm a member of the Geelong Football Club, and I always get these calls for raffles.
I got one the other day, my first one.
Okay, so they do it annually.
$100.
Yeah.
What?
$100 a ticket.
Well, that's it. But the
heaps.
problem is that they call and they go, "Hey, Christian, how you going?" And you go, "Oh, really good, thank you." And they go, "Do you watch the boys on the weekend?" You're like,
Oh, they
"Yeah."
get you. They
It's
get
the same
you in.
script. It's the same
wait,
script.
Wait. I've just realised something. It's the same company.
Of course.
They
Of
do it
course.
for all the teams.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
I
of
thought
course.
she was St Kilda through and through.
But to be honest,
She was playing the St Kilda theme on the piano.
I also until now, even saying of course, I thought they were Geelong people too.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's put that
I hope
aside.
you haven't lied to me.
No. So
At other times?
so they'll go. Did you watch the boys on the weekend? I go, yeah, it was a great game. Oh, I'm glad they got up. Whatever it is, they got their little slogan, and they go, anyway, Christian. So I just wanted to tell you about an opportunity, and then they speak at you for like a minute and a half
yeah.
straight.
I had it the other day.
Yeah, and I now at first I was like,
You'd hear them out.
no. I still hear them out every time.
Come on, mate.
But no, because that
Even if you're
is
at work?
that is a human being. Well, I'm only picking up if it's
Yeah.
like outside of a meeting hour or something. But they'll call and I will hear them out, the whole spiel. And then at the end of that, I'll say, hey, thanks very much for telling me all that information. I'm not interested, but I really appreciate you taking me through it.
I did the same thing.
That was not a
they're
skill I had.
Because they're doing a bloody job. Also, why isn't that'll be replaced, right? Those callers?
Yeah,
They're not
they
there
are.
for 5
Hang on,
years.
so what happened before? What would happen before? You would buy a raffle ticket.
No, I would just be awkward about it. I'd be really, really awkward about it.
Because I'm quite comfortable. I will be like, oh, look, I'll just stop you there. I'm actually not interested, but thanks very much.
What do you
I'll just cut
I'll
them
just
off.
stop you there.
What
yeah.
do you
Yeah.
think of those different approaches? Is Josh's kinder? Because you're not wasting their time. They
Well,
got
that's
quotas.
the thing. I've just same with like a door knocker person. I'll be like, often I'll go, I'm at work, going to a
God.
meeting. That's a classic, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think I'm very happy to cut someone off, but not rudely. It's like, oh, look, I'm sorry, I just stop you. Because you can tell they're about to launch into a thing. I was like, I don't want to listen to your whole thing. I'm not taking you up.
There's some real mind games that happen with those door knockers. Like one came to my door, it was for breast cancer, and it was like, and do you know anyone impacted by cancer? And has it affected your life
Jesus.
negatively? And I was like, gee, like, come on, man, that's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
then,
about
like burst into tears and like, oh, maybe I
whoops.
shouldn't ask these questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. What an
Start
asshole.
playing soft piano music.
I don't want it back.
What about, I had a bike survey that was done on the phone. I was very happy to do it because I was in the car. If you get a survey or one of these calls in the car, beautiful. Not doing anything else but driving.
Oh, so you'll do the survey?
I'll do this. Happy to do the survey because it's a bike survey. I was like, this is for public good.
Wow.
The questions were so bad. They were so bad. It's like in the last...
How many wheels does a bike have?
We're out. So good. Thank you so much for listening to Welcome Patrick for another week. It's been a while. We've had a lot of stuff going on, and this happens in life. And you know, Christian mentioned at the start, the dark cloud sometimes comes over us, and we rise above it. But if you're struggling with something, go see a psych. Talk to your friends. The three of us see psychs, different psychs.
And we talk to each other?
And we talk to each other. And we talk to friends. So yeah, if you're struggling with something, message Christian.
Yeah. I'd be happy to hear from you.
I don't know what they can message you on.
Last
You've
time
gotten rid of everything.
Well, we tried to record patch 143 6 weeks ago, whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
And we got to the studio and I guess had
I
in
was
mind.
not well.
Well, I wasn't going to be specific, but you brought it up. Josh wasn't well, and we helped Josh.
Yeah, it was
We
great.
tried to counsel Josh.
But
But
it's really valuable.
people need that, and if you don't have it, then there's always therapy. And if you don't have that, reach out to Patchwork.
Yeah. I think the important thing to mention, like with that, is that it was kind of lucky that we got together because I don't know if I wouldn't have brought us together to
Yes.
talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
So it was actually
Totally.
quite fortunate that we
Yeah.
did get together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is an impulse to just, like, what's the word? To like sit in this kind of resentment and
Yes.
darkness that we
Yes.
have.
And sometimes it's important just to talk about it. start a podcast, even if
Yeah.
you're struggling with
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Even if it's for a couple of episodes, it's free to launch
Yeah,
an Apple
yeah.
Podcast, so we can help you out with
but
that.
we have locked in a bunch of dates together
Yes.
in the calendar.
Yes.
So we're going to try to get another consistent batch of recordings out.
Yep.
But thank you very much for persisting and listening to the episodes when they come out. It's really appreciated. And obviously to all the patrons as well who continue to support us. As we mentioned in the last couple of patches, $1,500 loss year on
In a
year.
year.
Year on year. So any financial contribution is helpful.
But
Yeah, we're
otherwise, this whole fucking thing's behind a paywall.
But we are doing our best to get that consistency. It's just, our lives have changed a lot since when we started 8 years ago.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Absolutely.
As we do every week, we sew a new patch into our quilt of friendship. Josh, what patch did you sew into our quilt?
Thank you, Dion. My patch this week was me meeting up with Christian and setting the mood by pulling out of my backpack a small Chinese woman playing piano.
Oh my God, Josh! Fuck! Oh my damn it!
Really?
Great.
Oh, it's
Can't
so
wait.
good when this happens.
and
Crazy.
Christian.
How?
Oh, hang on. I go to you next, don't I?
No,
Hey,
no.
Christian.
It's always the best last. isn't it?
Christian, what patch did you sew this week?
Thank you, Josh. This week I sewed into my patch Josh during hour 4 of a late night phone call with his crush, pulling a Chinese lady and a piano out of his backpack to help fill the silence.
That's great. That's great.
Jesus.
Very good.
And Dion, what did you sew into your quilt this week?
My patch this week is this podcast launching its very own employee rewards program where we earn points for the minutes we record, and we're calling it Welcome to Patch Perk. Thank you for listening to Welcome to Patch Perk for another week. I've been Dion.
I've been Josh.
And I've been Christian.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.